Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding to welcome the procession of the Chairman of Leicestershire County Council, Ms Gina Miller, members of the Board of Governors and Academic Board, Pro-Chancellors and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the Montfort University. Please remain standing for the national anthem, performed by the De Montfort University Chamber Choir Quartet.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pro-Chancellor of De Montfort University, Professor Bill Dawson.
Honoured guests, members of the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, welcome to graduation at De Montfort University. Today we offer congratulations to graduands and diplomates from the Faculty of Business and Law as we confer on them their degrees and diplomas. To those graduating, enjoy this unique moment. The investment of your time, your mind and your heart in your future is something that will reward you for life. Your achievement celebrated today is real and sustaining. And however far you go, As an active and engaged global citizen, keep us in your thoughts. DMU for life means that the experiences and the community that have helped make you who you are still here for you for life. Wherever you go, stay in touch, share what you're thinking and where your ideas have taken you, and we will do the same. Thank you and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Montfort University, Professor Andy Collop.
Pro-Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors, honoured guests and graduands. And let me start by saying how proud I am to be with you here today to celebrate your graduation at Montfort University. Now, I want to start by asking you a question. Should you do the easy thing or the right thing? To help you answer, I want to tell you about DMU's links to a place more than 4,000 miles away. In the 1960s, students from this institution gave their time to teach children who just arrived in Leicester from India. They helped them to speak English, settle into education, and integrate into city life. And this tradition still flourishes today. Square Mile and DMU Local, initiatives that harness the volunteering power of our students and staff, work with Leicester communities across the city and beyond. Our partnership with Leicester City Council and the City Mayor Sir Peter Soulsby is now one of the strongest and most ambitious in the country. It spans the key areas of education, health and regeneration across 137 projects involving more than 4,000 students who volunteered for 15,000 hours of work. Leicester is enriched by one of the largest Indian heritage populations beyond the subcontinent, many of whom study and work here at DMU. And of this, we are extremely proud. So 2 years ago, it seemed natural to extend and strengthen this connection through perhaps our most ambitious international project yet, DMU Square Mile India. Like the Square Mile project we created in Leicester, the idea was simple. Take the energy, skills and experience we have on campus and the human and intellectual capital of our students and staff and use this to deliver positive change in the community. Only this community would be in the Gujarat. Through Square Mile India, hundreds of staff and students have been able to directly support children of the lowest Indian caste, sometimes unacceptably referred to as the untouchables, living in a hostel on the site of the Gandhi Ashram in Ahmedabad. Currently, on average, at least one group of students flies out every month to work on this project via DMU's International Student Mobility Programme, DMU Global. Every year, however, heavy rains in the region force hundreds of people to leave their flooded accommodation. But now, working in collaboration with a local architect, DMU students have helped to develop designs to modify existing homes and build new ones for 430 residents, of which 40 are former leprosy sufferers. This work is making a significant difference to a lot of people, but, and almost as importantly, it's deeply rewarding for those who volunteer their skills. So today, I want to extend an invitation to you, our soon-to-be alumni, to be a continuing part of this extraordinary project as it expands into the future. Let me explain more in this video.
So in 2013, I came to this building behind me, which is the Gandhi Ashram, which is where Mahatma Gandhi lived between 1918 and 1930. And I had the great honour of being awarded the Gandhi Seva Medal here in 2013 because of the Square Mile project, which DMU set up with our local community back in Leicester. And after I arrived here, I realised that there was so much that we could actually export to India. We could actually create a Square Mile India.
The Vice Chancellor of DMU University happens to be here in Gandhi Ashram for a beautiful small event. And in a very organic way, he strolled around into the ashram, into where our kids were laughing and dancing and having a good time. And that caught him. That caught his attention, and he stopped and started having a dialogue with the kids and wanted to find out who these kids are. And then from there, the seed was planted in his heart to do something.
So since we founded Square Mile India, we've undertaken 28 different trips, and we've blended those into the DMU Global program, where we offer every student at DMU the opportunity to spend some time during their career at DMU overseas. We're installing solar panels in rural India. We built a very large number of washrooms, which is a crucial part of Prime Minister Modi's drive to improve sanitation. So our main partner in India is called Manav Sadhana. They're an educational charity who run 5 community centres here in Ahmedabad. And I progressively, over the last 2 or 3 years, visited all of those community centres apart from one. And the final one was called the Loving Community. And I never really understood until very recently why there was a reluctance for me to go and visit. And essentially it's because the Loving Community is focused on what used to be formerly known as a leper colony. And when I arrived there, it was quite clear that there was a very significant need for the community, which is around their living accommodation. So I came back and I spoke to our head of our School of Architecture, Simon Bradbury, and he immediately, within 2 weeks of me having this conversation, had got on a plane and gone out to the Loving Community to do an analysis of what we might be able to offer these people.
We're here at the Loving Community where a number of the residents here have suffered from leprosy, and in addition to that, every monsoon season there's a huge amount of water that inundates the village, and that water overflows the sewage system, contaminating that water and flooding the houses up to about a metre. So in the first instance, the immediate need is to raise some of the properties out of the flood water.
So basically what we're doing out here is we're helping a community that are former leprosy sufferers. They've got quite bad living conditions, so what we're doing is we're actually rebuilding a number of houses, basically giving them a better living condition.
This week we've been helping out in the community, we've been moving around bricks, doing all that work, we've been making some of the bricks as well as painting the park. I think it's mind-blowing how humbling it is to be part of the community and to contribute to the community.
I'm from India myself. I've been here before and I've never experienced something like this. The difference that you can have, like such small things that you think you're doing, has such a big impact on them.
So the word unique is somewhat overused nowadays, but Square Mile India truly is a unique initiative. Where else could you go to a university, study a discipline, be prepared for your employability by going overseas, putting into practice your values, your commitment to the public good, and actually making a difference to so many people's lives? You change their lives for the better, but your life forever.
So, the easy thing or the right thing? Well, let me tell you, this project certainly isn't easy. The environment is harsh, occasionally hostile, and during much of the year, extremely hot. And Ahmedabad is one of the most polluted cities in the world. The Loving Community is also dealing with one of the world's most stigmatised diseases, leprosy. Ancient taboos mean that entire families are deprived of job opportunities, education, and their future. This project highlights a number of your university's strengths. Real-world, gold-standard teaching, framing academic expertise and knowledge. Excellent life-changing research that informs our curriculum. Our commitment to internationalisation and a global perspective in all that we do, exemplified by DMU Global. Our determination to be a force for public good, whether that be on our doorstep or thousands of miles away. And Gandhi's principles of tolerance, acceptance, and a refusal to accept discrimination in any form. A commitment now also anchored at the university through the work of the Stephen Lawrence Research Centre. A year ago, we held a conference at the headquarters of the United Nations in New York with a global network of universities working together to share ideas and collaborate to support refugees and migrants. For a long time now, DMU has engaged with Leicester's refugee community, offering IT classes, language skills, and career support. It was because of our experience in this area that the UN invited us to engage in this work and use our social media expertise to amplify its impact. It was a truly amazing and unforgettable day. DMU was at the heart of the United Nations, at the centre of international diplomacy and global cooperation. Our students, as activist diplomats, were in the thick of the debate, advancing a cause that goes to the very heart of our work as a civic and global university. Our relationship with the UN has continued to develop in a most positive way. Last summer, we led another event at the UN with hundreds of our final year students, at which we committed to broaden our campaign to embrace all of the United Nations' 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. Launched in January 2016, these goals are a blueprint for positive global change. They set clear targets to tackle poverty and hunger and promote sustainable growth, healthcare and education, among many other issues. Together, they represent a manifesto for the world and a roadmap towards a fairer and a more sustainable planet. Incredibly, the UN has now named DMU as a global hub for SDG 16, and this commits our university to providing worldwide leadership for the promotion of peace, justice and strong institutions. This month, we held the latest of our major summits at the UN, once again with hundreds of our students. These events continue to break new ground in size, scope and ambition, and it was absolutely thrilling to see. On this occasion, we explored with our city mayor how universities can help to inspire and create SDG cities dedicated to real, lasting and positive change in local and national communities. Once again, it was an event to which our students brought all the passion, insight, commitment and ideas that have become characteristic of our partnership with the UN. And only last week, DMU was granted association status with the UN's Department of Public Information. In New York, we also relaunched our Love International campaign to show that at a time of national and global uncertainty, and of course Trump, we at DMU are still the open, welcoming and international university that we have always been. These values have always run deeply through our staff and students and endure in our graduates. However, in the face of such pressing challenges here at home and overseas, taking action is not going to be easy. But who can doubt that it is the right thing for us to do? We've also banned the use of non-recyclable plastic on campus in support of SDG 14, which looks to preserve life underwater. Few are now unaware of the appalling impact that society's unrestricted use of plastic is having on our oceans. It was feedback from many of you that made us determined to act. Alongside the ban, we've issued more than 26,000 free reusable coffee cups to all students and staff. This decision was just the start of a programme of specific, far-reaching activities that will help us meet the UN goals. This is our vision for DMU and a natural expansion of our global outlook. But making this happen is about individuals standing up, taking part and making a difference. This is the DMU way, the power of the small action, the selfless action and the right action. Many of you, our graduands, exemplify these qualities, and we take inspiration from all of you. We're very proud of the diversity at DMU, and you all know that this is one of the best things about living and learning here. The Sunday Times had good reason to name us as the University of the Year for Social Inclusion last September, and you must not underestimate your contribution as students here to this award. In graduating today, each of you has demonstrated your own strength and determination in gaining a university qualification. Be very proud of yourselves. This is a tremendous accomplishment. I encourage all of you to continue your journey, and as you do so, to opt to do the right thing. You won't be alone. You'll have each other, your friends and your family, and you will have us. You're now each a vital addition to DMU's 175,000 strong supportive, influential and global alumni network. We call this DMU for Life, a programme designed to support you in a continuing relationship with your university, with a whole range of new benefits that we've decided to make available to all our graduates. As DMU alumni through DMU for Life, you can still be part of DMU Global and its world of opportunities. and engage with DMU Local, its volunteering, its activism, and the chance it provides to make a difference to others. You can continue to shape and direct your career and ambitions through DMU Works placements and employer opportunities. You can continue to access our library, educational materials and support. You can remain part of our sporting circles and members of the Leisure Centre. And you can keep in touch with everyone who has helped to shape your best memories. As our alumni, you're also invited to our very first university-wide homecoming celebration, which will take place over 3 days this April. We look forward to welcoming you back and catching up on your news. The degree you've earned represents many years of planning, sacrifice, effort and investment. Your investment in your future is a belief in the future, a belief in yourself as a citizen of the world, and a belief that you can be the change you want to see every day, a belief that you can do the right thing. Not the easy thing, not the obvious thing, not the popular thing, not the safe thing, but the right thing. For you, for others, for your planet, and for life. Thank you very much, and very many congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now introduce to you our distinguished guest, Ms. Gina Miller. The distinguished guest we honour now is a business person, charity founder and campaigner. Her concern for community and citizenship, and for an honest clarity in our dealings with institutions, connects her work in all three fields. Gina Miller believes in people, and in the people. She is a Democrat in the truest sense. She is also a traitor, a Black Widow spider, and a boat jumper, at least in the words of some of her vilest critics. These epithets emerged when she had the audacity to step into the spotlight of national life and history in 2016. In the wake of the UK's EU referendum, Gina Miller was the citizen who dared to challenge the Prime Minister's decision to invoke Article 50, the legal mechanism for starting Brexit, without letting Parliament have a say. And she won. She had come into the fray armed with legal education and training, a career in investment management, and 20 years of campaigning for transparency and accountability, most notably in the fund management industry. Gina Miller's haters, strangers in the street have told her precisely how they hope to see her die, did not reckon with the strength and sense of purpose she developed in overcoming bullies when she first moved to Britain from Guyana. Her family background was in law and politics. They did not reckon with a woman who had survived being brutally attacked by a gang of men when she was a student. In her social campaigns too, she said she has seen her share of hostility. After the shockwave of the referendum result, Gina Miller said she was concerned that experienced politicians, our supposed leaders, appeared not to know that only Parliament can take away from people rights that Parliament had granted. They were instead proposing to trigger withdrawal from the EU through the royal prerogative, an ancient right that kings once used to rid themselves of enemies. Brexit was one thing, an unchallenged government ripping a hole through our democratic structures, quite another. The founder of the True and Fair Foundation charity, its stated aim to increase common good in an era of growing inequality and to encourage those enjoying success to make it count by sharing their success, also insists that we should shine a light in dark corners and tell the stories that are not being told. that we stand for accountability and openness, that we strive to ensure industry and institutions understand their societal responsibility, something each of us can encourage through our own personal example. Change begins with the individual. Reflecting on the trials of taking a stand, Gina Miller said, "I wondered, how do I fight this? And then I realized I had to be me. I had to be completely honest and not let them get to me. If you believe in what you are doing, people can't touch you. Don't give them permission to destroy you." Even in the chaos and confusion around Brexit, Gina Miller chooses to find hope for positive change, a chance to change the angry language and an opportunity to move beyond national boundaries when tackling problems common to the disadvantaged worldwide. Today, we will encourage our graduating students to strive to do the right thing, not the easy thing, as they truly begin to make their mark. Through their years of study, travel and experience at DMU, we have encouraged them to work with and for their communities, to look beyond national boundaries and be active and engaged global citizens, to attend to detail and to find new and creative ways to apply their skills and knowledge. Ours is a strong, inclusive institution, and our students are now working with the United Nations to support the promotion of integrity and strong institutions. Above all, we will encourage our graduating students to be true to themselves. Gina Miller, in your work and life, you embody qualities that we admire, aspire to, and encourage. We are proud to welcome you to the DMU family today. We look forward to working with you in the future, and we are delighted to be able to make you an Honorary Doctor of Letters. The Pro-Chancellor and Deputy Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award of Honorary Doctor of Letters to Ms. Gina Miller.
Gina Miller, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. I congratulate you and I welcome you amongst us.
Please welcome Honorary Doctor of Letters, Ms. Gina Miller, who will now address the Assembly.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute honour and pleasure to be here this afternoon. Your generosity is humbling in awarding me this Doctorate of Letters. For I have always felt that the pen is indeed mightier than the sword. As we live in times where we are seeing an ugly lie become centre of what we see in headlines, in the media, in conversations, the beautiful truth must be spoken by all of us. We cannot be silent. We must not be silent. Each of you today who's graduating has worked tirelessly, I'm sure, to get here. But your work is only beginning. As you go out into the world, do not let anyone tell you you should not be where you want to be. When they tell you, take a step back, you take 2 steps forwards. Do not ever forget the responsibility of every action you will take as you go forwards, because every action, every decision will have a ripple effect. Maybe not immediately, but at some time in the future. Because as much as people will tell you, and the tide is rising, that we are different, we are divided, we are not. We are unique, but we are the same. We are kind. We have hearts and minds that care for each other. Do not let the few tell us, the many, that we do not matter, that they will tell us who we should be. That is what holds me strong throughout my life, and I know will hold you strong throughout the successes you will embrace. But there will be failures too. And what will really mark you out as an individual is how you face those failures. Do not blame others, but take a breath and learn from that failure. And be better than you were when you fell down. Be better the next time you stand up. Because we are at a point in history where the paths ahead may be destructive ones. But you, all of you in this room, can decide what the success and the failure of the future will look like. I, for one, will not let words be used as weapons against me. I will use my heart and my mind to fight those who tried to poison the world we live in. Come with me, promise me today as you go out into the world that we can come together in a stream of consciousness that will wash away that poison, that will make sure that we will have a world that we can be proud of and that our children can be proud of. Do as Mandela said, plant the tree under whose shade you will never sit. Thank you so much.
Ladies, gentlemen and graduands, we now show a film celebrating the ongoing contribution of the faculty to our students graduating today through DMU for Life.
For me, DMU was pivotal in not only my career but my life and learning key skills that helped me through life.
One thing I think that's really stood out for me is the support that you do get at DMU in terms of employability and helping me try to shape my future.
They help give you one-on-one interviews, and that definitely helped you formulate what you're going to talk about in actual interviews.
DMU's friendly, fun, it's got a great network, the lecturers are brilliant.
What stood out for me the most whilst I was at uni was the lecturers, not just helping me throughout assignments, but career progression whilst looking for internships, support in writing a CV, cover letters, how to apply for jobs, how to sit interviews, and after that we're looking for a graduate programme.
One thing I think I've gained from the tutors at DMU, beyond the obvious education that you get through doing your courses, is actually just their advice, because they have been there and they have done it, and it kind of gives you that confidence to know that you can go and do it as well.
Whenever I doubted myself, my lecturers and the team at DMU showed me that they believed in me more than I believed in myself.
The law school and DMU have got great links with local firms. It's not just Josiah Hinks, but all over the East Midlands.
Rolls-Royce sent me to Paris during my placement year, which was an absolutely amazing experience. I was able to meet suppliers and network on a global scale.
A couple of the course leaders from economics took us down to the Bank of England. We learned all about how the Bank of England works, what it does and what it's there for. It kind of gave me an aspiration, really. I want to be that person working on the financial district in London.
I was fortunate enough to visit Qatar, and it was really, really interesting, inspiring and eye-opening, and it's something that I never would have been able to afford to do had I not had the opportunity through DMU Global.
I am a trainee solicitor here at Josiah Hinks Solicitors. I managed to get the paralegal role by way of the DMU mentoring scheme. Without that work placement and without the mentor, I don't think I'd be in this position today.
I think I'd definitely like to give back to prospective students.
DMU for Life is a great opportunity for postgrads like me to stay engaged with the uni through things like DMU Global, career services and mentoring.
One of the ways that I stay in touch with the university is by going back and doing some guest lectures.
gone back quite a few times to do a few presentations representing the business and De Montfort, helping other undergraduates understand the process of how an internship is important for your career.
Hi, I'm Isha and I'm from India. I'm here on a global trip to Hong Kong. It is making an effort for the students to network with each other, which will help them to boost their employability skills.
So my name is Prashant Sudhakaran. I work with a lot of venture capital firms. So when I look at where I'm now in New York is a very international place, and it was very similar in DMU in a way, because I met people from literally all over the world. Networking with other alumni is great because I can tell them the mistakes I made, and I can tell them not to make the same mistakes, and hopefully they'll listen to me.
I think it's really important for people to stay in touch. I think what DMU has taught me is the power of connections with people.
I'd recommend that graduates stay in touch with the Alumni Society. On a personal level, for me, it's allowed me to get back in contact with those that I'd lost contact with, and also the opportunity to meet new people.
I always keep an eye out on their Facebook, Twitter for what they're saying. Really nice to sort of have a sense of belonging with the Alumni Association.
You're graduating from a fantastic university. It's certainly something that I have found has enhanced my career.
Even though I've already got my job at Rolls-Royce lined up, it's great to know that DMU will always be here in 5 or 10 years if I need the support in the future.
Things like the alumni, things like DMU for Life, it means that these relationships of the last 2 or 3 years that you graduates have got, they're just beginning, they're just starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the De Montfort University Gospel Choir.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up out of the waves. We'll rise up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Andy Collop, for the conferment of the awards to graduates and diplomates from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Members of the Faculty of Business and Law, by the powers vested in me by the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, I confer on you the awards to which you are entitled. Please commence the presentation of graduates and diplomates to the Pro-Chancellor.
Honourable Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates and diplomates of the Faculty of Business and Law, who by their achievement have had conferred on them academic awards of the University. The Leicester Castle Business School, the Postgraduate Certificate in Business Management in the Creative Industries, Chisoma Tipa. The Postgraduate Diploma in Business Management in Sport, Jordan Webb. In Human Resource Management, Amal Hussain. Lee Juan. Lisa Kemp. In International Business and Finance, Nargis Sultana Parveen. In International Business and Management, Neelam Strong Dinesh Kumar Chauhan. In Politics, Barbara Jakova. The degree of Master of Arts in Diplomacy and World Order, winner of the prize for the Best Student Performance, Lauren Kemi Adani. Carla Montero Granados. Tomilade Akegbejo. Leila Al-Sadiqi. Vanessa Goldborn. Katarina Ayanidu. Natalia Leskovska. Ravina Puri. Nusrat Sheikh. Holly Yasmin Sweet. Celestine Vahega. Benjamin Whedon. In International Relations, Abdulazim Al-Shafi. Maria Aurora Kajacom. Eokunle Boluwaji Oguntiloye. The degree of Master of Business Administration, Kieran Bignall. Irfan Razak. Zoe Wanstall. Darren Whittington. The degree of Master of Business Administration Global, Banda Adi Khan R. Aldafiri. Ananya Babel. Serena Kaur Baines. Jack Lewis Brown. Amira Hisham Abdulhamid Izzat. Swapnil Bhagwat Holay. Yaishan Xie. Yuki Hu. Nutakan Ithimpanya Vorakol. Rushi Pranavkumar Javeri. Hannah Krivionak. Winner of the Chartered Management Institute MBA Global Student of the Year, Arwin Sherwin Latif. Mohammed Shabib. Muhammad Janez. Anmol Nalori. Angelina Nevzorova. Joyce Moja Nakwabi. Sarah Ocean Williams. Alpesh Kumar Girishbhai Patel. Alpha Pulikal. Pritam Rajmani. Darshan Kumar Kadarnath Raval. Kai Ren. Lakshmi Aruna Ravana Siddai. Xiao Shang. Tanakorn Tepkanjana. Nishat Tasnim Tushi. Chenyai Wang. Winner of the prize for the best student performance, Thiraporn Warinen. Yiqian Zhang. The degree of Master of Business Administration, Health Management, Sit Pai. The degree of Master of Science in Accounting and Finance, Belinda Antwi. Babakir Bashir Mahamat. Kadmia Bongbawa Kabuma. Miriama Kessi. Aditi Jivan Palikanda. Chandni Virendra Ramaya. Krisma Ramniklau. In Business Economics and Analytics, Felicia Feisheo Ayodele. In Business Economics and Business Finance, Andrews Darko. Iruvi Ekwekeri. Cashel Dion Hamilton. Safwan Hossein. Tao Wei. In Business Economics and International Relations, Michael Adeche. Mazina Palovic. In Business Economics and Marketing, Anthony Obuzulaike. Saad Rahman. Gurdeep Singh Rayat. In Business Economics and Risk Management, Charles Chivy. Christopher Dahl Hansen. Tinashe Makamba. In Business Management in Sport, Paul Alexis Kaga. Kamil Olzewski. In Business Management in the Creative Industries, Adibeo Blessing Alabi. Kanravi Anantaki Dakan. Christopher Campbell. Megan Olivia Cliff. Lulu Chui. Gao. Huanjiang Li. David Martin. Xiaoying O. Jizao Wang. Xingyao Wang. Andrew Westhead. Waliuddini Zaini. Miao Zhang. In forensic accounting, Abdullah Aished Abdullah Al Abduli. Didier Francois Neville Ali. Mohammed Al Mazrui. Omran Al Mamari. Ahmed Al Nayadi. Rashid Humaid Salam Kalfan Al Saraidi. Jacob Bronzo. Tyler Lewis. Ikena Thaddeus Tiajuka. Zamina Mustafa Somji. In global banking and finance, Parveer Bowell. Ian James Dunn. Fang Yao Gao. Fizza Hedda. Dapinderjit Puni. Balpreet Singh Ray. Patamon Rungmaitri. Meng Wu. In global finance and investment, Yai Chi. Jingmu Chen. Faisal Khalil. Raikesh Valand. Minlu Zhao. In Intercultural Business Communications, Jun Cheng Feng. Chinapa Nikrathanont. Sijia Wang. In International Business and Entrepreneurship, James Esther Christina Salins. Zaim Abdullah Kanankandi. Panotaporn Rukthong. Soundaria Subodh Subonyeo. In International Business and Finance, Mohammed Ahmed. Suvra Banik. Viplav Shrikant Borka. Nicholas Elpidoru. Chang Yuan Huang. Vishal Jain. Sai Kishore. Thomas Lee. Yonghao Liu. Shreya Dinesh Panchal. Stelios Polidorou. Waida Ren. Mohammed Usman. In International Business and Human Resource Management, Adifola Hanmi, Christiana Apalara. Niloy Banik. Takora Vutete Chiquita. Zujun Huang. Zhen Jiang. Runyao Li. Divesh Ramadit. Zin Tu. Zizuan Zhao. In International Business and Management, Emma Crouch. Ngokmai Dang. Yonghao Deng. Xin Feng. Chetan Ganatra. Bantikumar Gandhi. Gonglai Gao. Drew Harendakrumar Jani. Jing Ju. Yai Liu. Kamal Meir Sheth. Yingjai Sun. Satawut Tamachotiwarn. Jin Wang. Yudong Wang. Jiani Xiao. Yuying Zai. Linlai Xiong. Unja Zhang. In International Business and Marketing, Mohammed Tamid Chowdhury. Lauren Elizabeth Corrigan. Simran Kaur Gill. Ksenia Gruniva. Hoi Ju Xie. Fahan Islam. Sijuan Lai. Zuoking Lai. Mustafa Mia. Atib Mian. Zahor Ali Muhammad. Justin Oberoi. Ying Wang. Joshua Worker. Tianyuan Zhao. In Marketing Management, Chuan Min Chen. Paidashe Chingombe. Winner of the prize for the best student performance, Alexandra Zeschik. Lynn Das. Shayeb Khan. Jada Katei. Ebenezer Oluwadunsin Makinwa. Thunjira Rurung Shotsakin. Rungrawi Tangpot Tawisok. Yinjaya Wei. Min Zhao. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Entrepreneurship and Management, Adekunle Isaac Ogunsade. In Human Resource Management, Louise Victoria Aldridge. In Strategic Marketing, Jara FSA Al Mansour. The degree of Master of Science in Project Management, Mashour Al-Gmiel. The degree of Master of Arts in International Relations and winner of the prize for Best Student Performance, Shugri Ashka. Master of Science in Business Management in the Creative Industry, Aman Rashid. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomates of the Faculty of Business and Law. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to close the ceremony, Professor Andy Collop.
Honoured guests, members of the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, ladies and gentlemen, and now, most importantly, I can say, graduates. My last formal duty is to bring this ceremony to a close. But remember, nothing ends today. Today is about the future. Leave the stage in this hall with every confidence. The future is yours. We're very proud of each and every one of you. Thank you very much, and once again, many congratulations.